APP Gene Therapy Patch by Favorite Asabor, Aditiya Jain, Nguyen, and Vedanga Pathare.
Overview. The amyloid beta precursor protein gene found in the 21st chromosome has been linked to cognitive decline in Alzheimer's disease. This can be accelerated in people with Down syndrome trisomy 21, in which an extra copy of the 21st chromosome is present, which is most likely due to an extra copy of the APP gene being present with the extra chromosome. The treatment will use gene therapy in the Human Genome Project to neutralize the effects of the extra APP gene, therefore treating and preventing the development of Alzheimer's disease in people with Down syndrome trisomy 21.
Alzheimer's disease. What is it? Alzheimer's is a progressive disease which causes the destruction of mental such as memory. The human chromosome 21 has a gene called the APP gene that produces the APP protein. This protein is very important as it plays an irreplaceable role in the growth and repair of neural cells. However, having too much of this protein creates protein clumps called beta amyloid plaques in the brain, and these plaques are the main cause of Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's statistics. It is estimated that 6.2 million Americans above the age of 65 are struggling with Alzheimer's. 2/3 of the individuals with Alzheimer's are also female, and 1 in 3 seniors die to Alzheimer's.
Down syndrome. What is it? Down syndrome is a condition where a person is born with the extra chromosome due to some genetic error. Normally, a human is born with two copies of chromosome 21, one from the mother and one from the father. A person with Down syndrome, however, has usually three copies of chromosome 21. People with Down syndrome usually have moderately low IQ and are slower to speak. Additionally, Down syndrome changes how the body and brain grows.
Down syndrome statistics. It is estimated that 400,000 people have Down syndrome in America as of the year 2000. It is also estimated that about 1 in 700 babies born in America are born with Down syndrome. About 50% of people with Down syndrome will develop dementia due to Alzheimer's. There are three types of Down syndrome. Trisomy 21. About 95% of people with Down syndrome have trisomy 21, which is when there are three copies of the gene 21 instead of two. This is what our treatment applies to. Translocation Down syndrome occurs in about 3% of people with Down syndrome. This is when an extra part of the or whole extra chromosome is attached to another chromosome instead of being separate. Mosaic Down syndrome occurs in about 2% of people with Down syndrome. It occurs usually in children who have three copies of gene 21 in some cells and the normal two pairs in others.
How the two connect. These two connect as it is estimated that about 50% of people with Down syndrome will develop dementia due to Alzheimer's. This means that we can use gene therapy to disable the extra copy of the APP gene found in people with Alzheimer's and Down syndrome. This will prevent the buildup of plaque in the brain that causes dementia with these two diseases.
The APP gene. The amyloid precursor protein gene is the primary cause of Alzheimer's disease. The APP gene, located primarily in neurons, is a type of transmembrane protein that creates amyloid beta peptides. Rare mutations that occur in the APP gene can cause familial Alzheimer's. The pathogenic APP genes are proteases beta secretase and gamma secretase, which increases the total amount of amyloid beta peptides. APP promoter mutations and APP gene duplication can also increase the total amount of amyloid beta peptides. Aside from amyloid beta peptide generation, the APP gene has many functions. It has key functions during brain development, such as neuronal and synaptic adhesion, formation of the neuromuscular joint, and cell signaling. It has also been suggested that an important function of the APP gene is to respond to neuronal damage in adult brains.
Application. By using the information gathered from the Human Genome Project, we know the precise location of the APP gene on the 21st chromosome. Using PCR primers, also known as oligonucleotides, we can single out the APP gene out of the entire human genome. Combining these two critical functions, we can find the gene and single it out. We will insert a fixed version of the APP gene into a carrier, also known as a vector. The vector will be a genetically engineered virus that is not capable of causing disease. The vector can be injected or taken intravenously via IVs. An alternative, more versatile and portable solution will be to use a patch that, when applied, will deliver the vectors through pores in the skin. This will mean that the patient will not have to go to the doctor's office every time for treatment, but rather can take it wherever they want. The vector will be delivered to specific tissues such as the brain and spinal cord, where it will be assimilated into individual cells.
This is the patch that we plan to use to insert the vector in through the pores.
Training. Those conducting the research for this treatment will require a PhD. Those who work directly with patients are required to have a Doctor of Medicine degree and will also be licensed in the state in which they work. The degree should also be in specific programs relating to gene therapy, such as immunology and biotechnology sciences.
Therapy costs. Since gene therapy and editing is still in its early stages, it will cost about $1 million per patient. The thing is, since it is still in its early stages, as time goes on, more and more pharmaceutical companies start getting involved in the scene and the price will gradually go down. The reason the price will go down is quite simple: competition. Cheaper prices will result in more sales, so the price per patient will decrease over time.
Why this innovation is important? This innovation is important because it allows for a portable treatment for Alzheimer's in people who have Down syndrome. It gives them ease of access for treatments. The innovation creates a way for individuals who have Alzheimer's to live normal lives without the neuronal damage caused by the APP gene.
Thank you.